Hey everybody!
Hey!
Welcome back to episode 3 of
Tali Takes! Yay! Oh my goodness, this is Tali Takes, where we confide in you, our faithful listeners, our takes on what's going on
in the world,
in the publication,
and in our community.
Yes.
We are so excited to be back.
Yes, oh my goodness.
And ready. And we've got some juicy stuff, some really
usual. If you haven't heard our previous 2 episodes, go listen. We give our takes on many fun pop culture things going on. I think we're pretty funny, so or at least have good takes. And if you disagree with our takes, let us know. But please go listen.
Yeah, put a comment in there. Put a comment on Instagram. Anything you want. Talk to us. We would love to banter with you.
Of course. Now, should we get into it?
Let's just hop right into it. And let's
what do we got?
Talk about Bridgerton. Okay? Oh. Look, it's been a while. I was in the talisman closet, as we like to call it. And I was just like talking about shows. We were talking about the Emmys that just happened this past weekend. Also, congratulations to all the wonderful shows that won.
Yes.
But I was talking about my favorite show. And I was like, where's Bridgerton? Why have I not heard of it? Like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm reeling.
Yeah.
And it's in production.
Yes. I think they just announced today or yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's one of the most popular shows at all right now. So I think we're all excited. I know it's going to take forever for it to get filmed and produced and come out, but it'll be well worth the wait, I think.
I agree. I think that in light of how the last season kind of ended and
controversial
was, I think a special, maybe more like scrutinizing eye will be on this upcoming season, right? Because I mean, we all loved watching season 1, right? We were getting
the classic, you know.
We loved it. We loved season 2. I loved season 2.
Yeah.
A good enemies to lovers story.
Can't go wrong with that trope.
But season 3,
she does not have a positive take of it, if you can't tell.
I don't know.
What are your thoughts, Cecilia?
I love Bridgerton. Okay, like I have ADHD. And, like, it's so hard to get me to sit down and actually watch a show from beginning to end, right? Like, cause I'm just like, I don't know, it just feels too daunting. And so Bridgerton is like one of the only shows that I can really sit down and watch. And I couldn't get through.
Oh no.
Like, I could barely get through part 1 of season 3, and I didn't watch part 2.
Girl,
I'm behind on my favorite show.
Is it your favorite if you can't finish it?
Is it even my favorite?
That's crazy. I watched all of season 3, and was it the best? Like, I had so much hope for Penelope just because I was like, oh my gosh, I love this character.
Right.
I want them together. I think it'll be great. It's beautiful. Friends to lovers. All these things that they've gone through together, not noticing each other, or at least Colin not noticing her. It'd be perfect. Great. Beautiful. And then they moved so quickly through everything.
Really?
And they didn't really, like, I feel like they overlooked a lot of it. I don't know. It wasn't what I wanted it to be, that's for sure. And then, like, also, like, having Francesca's, like, kind of go on the side kind of took away from everything that was going on with Colin and Penelope. I don't know. I think they could have done so much better with it. And it's like, I haven't read the books, but I know there's a lot of like book fanatics and people who like love the books. There's always danger when you like make a book into a movie or into a show.
Right.
Because it's probably never going to be exactly accurate to the books or the movies.
But you should like capture the essence.
Yes. And I think a lot of people who love the books are like really angry with how they've decided to take some things in the show, which mean not having read the books. I know, shame. But like, I don't have that appreciation for, but I can see why people are mad. Like, even me not knowing the books, like, I'm kind of like, why did you decide to do that?
Yeah.
Like, why did you move so quickly through certain things and like not point out, like, I think important plot points? So
exactly.
I don't know.
Like, okay, I saw the very end because it was spoiled for me on TikTok and everything.
Of course.
I'm like, even especially mad at how they're personifying the characters, like okay, Francesca, I'm not going to spoil anything, but like Francesca at the end, something is like revealed right, about her storyline. And the way she reacted to it was too fast. Like, it's too fast. Like, that shouldn't have been such a, like, halo glowing moment around this person. No, it should have just been like, oh, what's up?
Yeah.
Like, you're cool. Okay. Because her book, it's like she doesn't, I can't spoil, but like, you know, in her book, that person that she meets, she does not really like fall in love with until after the tragedy happens.
Yeah.
So why would you personify her as being so in love so early, so fast, so quick?
Yeah. I don't know. There's just, and I know like, not spoiling it, but there's just so many. I'll be interested to see because like next season even is not even Francesca's season. It's a Benedict season.
Right.
Which Benedict is a beloved character. People love him. It's
He's like right up there next to Anthony.
Yeah. People, and if they do him dirty in any type of way, which they kind of did last season, depending on your point of view, but to me, I was why are you doing this?
The streets.
They've done this for the whole season, the whole show though, even in season 1.
Why is he for the streets?
Why?
But is it because
he's supposed to be like the, I guess, but like I think I've always viewed him because like he's the painter, like whimsical, whatever. Like I've always seen him as like the romantic in the group.
Exactly.
And the fact that he's like going for the streets and doing all of these things, like it doesn't match up to how I think we're supposed to view him as a character. And I know like I think it'll be a great season just because I know I think they know they can't screw it up. But if they do screw it up, I think might be the end of Bridgerton.
That's what I totally agree. I 110% because
they'll lose their whole audience.
Exactly. Like, or because I'm pretty sure that they're going to be doing more spin-offs. Like, because of how successful Queen Charlotte was.
Which great show. If you haven't seen Queen Charlotte, go see it.
Go watch that. Like,
so good.
It is through and through.
Talk about binge watching. I watched that show in like all the way through nonstop.
Exactly.
It was great.
No, literally. I had to stop watching at some point though because I was getting really emotional.
Yeah,
like
so
it's so beautiful. And so people are gonna end up just watching the spin-offs and like I think that they'll just not really care about the main storyline and just kind of pay attention to whatever
like all these like
works on the side.
Yeah. Because there's so many spin-offs they could do with like, because there's so many prominent families in the show, they could do so much with it.
Exactly.
And they probably will because, you know, they'll capitalize on what they can capitalize on. But you don't want to take away from the originals. That's what got you there in the first place. So they have to do those right first.
Exactly.
So I guess we'll see what happens. But
and I'm also interested to see what happens for Violet.
Oh, yeah. That's great. I'm kind of excited for that. Violet deserves a new happy ending.
She
does so much.
She deserves it.
Yes, she does. I hope she gets it. I really do. They've set it up, so we'll see.
Exactly.
But I hope so.
Trust, in the next, Tali takes 40.
Yeah, in a year or so from now.
Tali takes 40. We'll let you know how we feel.
Yeah, because we will probably binge watch it. We'll do it.
Immediately.
We'll keep you updated. Let us know what your thoughts are on season 3, 2, 1, all of them. What do you think they're going to do with Benedict and with all of the other Bridgerton family? I'm excited, nervous, all the things. Yeah. It's a great show, so we'll see what happens with it.
Word.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
On to our next topic. This one's going to be a little bit short, but hey. It definitely just
important.
Newsworthy. So, I dabble a bit in K-pop and I kind of keep up in, that sphere, what kind of happens. But I didn't really, because I only liked BTS for a while until I went to South Korea to study abroad. And there was one group in particular that really, really stood out to me because I just liked their music. It reminded me of Pink Pantheress. And if you don't know who I'm talking about yet, it is New Jeans. New Jeans is a 5-member girl group underneath Hybe Entertainment. And so for some context, Hybe is the baby, like the conjoining of Source Music and Big Hit Entertainment. I'm not sure if there's another one in there, but I know those two for sure. And another company called Adore that you need to remember for later. So Big Hit, if you don't know what Big Hit is, they are the creators of BTS, okay? BTS is like the most popular K-pop group around the world.
Yeah, like one of the only ones that I know about.
Exactly.
So this is news for me too.
Right. So underneath Hybe, we have New Jeans, okay? Now, literally how many days ago? Like maybe 3-4 days ago. New Jeans creates a burner account on YouTube and releases a 30-minute live video of them basically bashing Hybe. And they were saying, hey, you have treated us wrong, calling them out basically. You've been treating us wrong. You've been having people ignore us in the hallways. You've been trying to fire our CEO, because New Jeans is also technically underneath a door, which is led by Min Hee-jin. Min Hee-jin is a crazy woman. I'm not going to lie to you. Why is she crazy? Because she does stuff like she went to a shaman back whenever New Jeans was 7 members, and showed the shaman a picture and was like, hey, is this a group that's destined for greatness? And the shaman said, nix 2 of those 2. She looks like she has a demon and she just is not talented enough.
What?
And she got rid of them. And
that's insane.
And that's the leader. That's their creative head.
Goodness gravy.
And she's also insane because she okay. You know how if you like One Direction, you can go get a backpack with One Direction on it, right? And it's just the 5 members. Are you going to see Simon Cowell on there?
I hope not.
Right? Because you like One Direction.
Yeah.
That's who matters, right? They're the talent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell me why New Jeans has a new backpack and there's 6 little characters on there. Okay, 5 New Jeans. And Min Hee-jin put herself on the backpack.
Why would anyone care? Why? Oh, goodness. I don't understand.
She's about to be fired by Hybe. And
rightfully so.
Right? Because she's crazy, okay? And I believe that in the process of her getting fired by Hybe, she's trying to use New Jeans as collateral damage. If you take me out, you're losing New Jeans too, because New Jeans is very popular.
Yeah.
So,
but she doesn't sing in any of the tracks or do anything to my knowledge, so why would it matter? Yeah, you created the group.
Right.
But you're not a part of the group. You're not necessary anymore. It's sad to say, but
exactly. And she already has really tense ties with BTS, which is the most popular group ever.
Yeah.
Unproblematic everything. And so what Jungkook on his account for his dog was adding her and being don't use it. It's just been a very messy, very convoluted situation. And New Jeans are 16 and 17, 8. They're young.
Oh, no.
And in this 30-minute video, it looks like it's scripted of them calling out Hybe. Because on one hand, they call out okay, people are ignoring us in the halls. People are treating us wrong, right? But they also go Min Hee-jin is core to our group and we need her and you can't fire her. That's scripted.
That seems scripted.
Right? Okay, if you want to go on live and talk about your company and speak out for something that you feel is an injustice to you, you do that. But why are you advocating for your CEO?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is she that close to you? To be... I don't know how I feel about that whole situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel bad for them. I mean, kicking 2 girls out, okay, whatever your religious beliefs are and spiritual beliefs are, going to a shaman, okay, that's fine.
That's great.
But using it to determine the fate of 2 people that have no say in the matter and kicking them out of a
for
group
years just alongside
and have already been a part of the group. It's not like it was not established already of
right.
This is a potential group of people. It's a group of people, and kicking them out just because someone told you to, I'm you give them no re-auditions or trying to test anything out to see, but taking them word for word and kicking those people out. First of all, terrible. Second of all, trying to insert yourself, the whole putting herself on merch is very much I need protection and I need something to secure me and my role, and I can't do that by just being a CEO or just being creating this group. I have to force myself into it, even though I have nothing to do with the singing, nothing to do with the performing.
Nothing.
I don't know. That just seems so sketchy to me, and the fact that these girls are so young. I don't know a lot about this situation, but if I was that young and I knew this is my chance, we're blowing up, we're doing great,
right.
I would do whatever she told me to do to stay in that role. So seems odd to me. I feel bad for them. Hopefully we see something good come out of it. I don't know.
But I feel like, especially with this being BTS's group, BTS's company, like, and with Jungkook already like speaking out and being like, "Whoa, don't use them" and everything like that. I think that maybe, like, because they have all the power, like they are like half of South Korea's economy. Like, come on. And so I feel like they have a lot of say in the situation and probably do their best to protect the girls. So
Good.
hoping they stay, because if not, then that's the end of New Jeans, and I would be so sad. There's so many people, if you go to their comment sections, like, this is my last thought, like, if you go to their comment sections on TikTok, on Instagram, you'll see so many people being like, I didn't even know what K-pop was until New Jeans. Like, they sound like Pink Panthers. Like, if you don't know who I'm talking about, just look up New Jeans Supernatural and just listen. Like, they sound like Pink Panthers. And so it'd be sad if they
definitely
ended up leaving.
That would be bad. Let us know your thoughts on the situation, if you think it was scripted or not, that live stream that they did. I'm definitely interested to see where it goes. Like, even though it's not a genre I necessarily listen to, it's kind of a crazy situation, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will. Okay, on to our last little pop culture thing. So last week, if you listened to last week's episode, if you haven't, again, go take a listen, but we talked about Ozempic, right? And something that we didn't mention is, one, Bowling Green, Kentucky, where we're like currently at, where our college is at Western Kentucky University, is the highest city per capita of use of like Ozempic or like other weight loss drugs. Crazy. Like,
there was just like a broadcast on TV about it. Did you see
yeah,
that?
like Daily Mail, I think, also did stuff about it.
Right, and everybody's just like, yay, like, yeah, you can see in the interviews, they're just like, yeah, like,
yeah, why not?
love it.
Yeah, and all the doctors are like, yeah, people just ask us for it, and it's
and
really
we subscribe it.
Yeah. So that's crazy, first of all. So if you haven't listened to our take on Ozempic, go listen to last week's episode. But kind of branching off of that, we're going to talk about something very, very interesting / creepy /
My glasses are going off.
It's crazy. We're going to talk about the Nikocado avocado situation. And okay, if you don't know what we're talking about, good for you. But here's the situation. So Nikocado avocado is like a mukbang YouTuber, or was. So he had all of this content where he would like eat like pasta and just like
a lot of food,
a whole lot of food, like an unnecessary.
Is like, oh, like it's
eating nonstop.
Exactly.
So he had all of this content where he was just doing this over and over again. And I think he was a vegan. I might be wrong.
He was
when he started. Like,
so
he was like relatively like slim and like started doing this and gained a whole lot of weight. So all of his comments on all of his YouTube were like making fun of him or calling him out about his weight or saying or being concerned about his health because of how much weight he has gained in such a short period of time. So he's been releasing content for years. All of this, keep eating all of these things. But a few weeks ago, I think it's been at this point, he released this video. One of the creepiest offsetting like videos I've ever seen in my life. I was rewatching it earlier and I just like awestruck, like, oh my gosh. And I was terrified. I was like, what is this?
It's very weird.
If you haven't seen it, go look at it, I guess, but be aware. It's like
very, very okay. So basically, he tries to like say that, you know, for the past 2 years, I've been bamboozling or like
tricking.
I think he's like backed up and recorded on
like he's
that.
pre-recorded, pre-edited, and posting videos for years.
2 years worth of videos.
Yes.
While he was losing weight.
Yeah.
250 pounds. Amazing. But
great.
His comeback video
is like terrifying. It's so he basically what happened, he pre-recorded all these videos and have been posting like he's doing this to this day. So acting like no, like these weren't pre-recorded in the past and just posting them to pretend like he's still like this weight and still doing all of these things. So he releases this video and he's skinny. Like he says in the video he's lost 250 pounds, which is great. Like if you want to like be healthy and do all those things, amazing. But the way he goes about this video is like
creep.
It's insane. Like I can't even.
Time to be interactive.
Oh, she's getting over there. She's gonna show you like what this. Yeah.
So I am the villain because I've made myself one.
That's
And you will continue to consume these stories about me year after year.
It's
No.
it's so bad.
I refused it. I think
It's creepy.
I think it's weird.
It's so
I
weird.
think that, like, okay, period. You know, you wanted to show that everybody on social media and prove them like wrong. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I was 2 steps ahead of you. Why did you
steps
do it like that?
Yeah. And just like he talks about in the video, he's like, I'm a villain because I'm choosing to be a villain, and like y'all will continue to consume my content because I want you to consume it. And just being very like, okay, I understand if you're like, if people are making mean comments and that hurts, like obviously you don't want to be like a subject of hate like that, and no one should do that to him regardless of his weight or whatever. But getting so like making like an actual villain arc out of the situation and just being like so insanely like, I'm 2 steps ahead. Okay. Like,
He is low key though
yeah.
a social media master.
Oh yeah. He's got it figured out.
Figured out. Like,
Just understate it.
because it's not like he lost relevancy in the 2 years he
No,
was
people
gone.
were like eating it up still. Like,
Eating it up.
not to be ironic,
He
but
curated drama.
oh yeah.
He curated
During the
drama
years
too.
that he-
like, how do you
He really is 2 steps
curate-
ahead though, I
That's what I'm
guess.
saying. He literally made drama while he was gone and losing weight, and made it seem like on his socials, because he was posting on his socials like
Yeah.
normal,
Mhm.
on his socials as if he were still like right up there with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm giving him his tens and giving him his credit because he really
Yeah.
did get us. Like, he got
That's
everything.
true. I don't understand, like I get the intent, I guess, to like call people out for like while you were like hating on me, I was like making myself better and like
Yeah.
I'm looking like this now, and you were still calling me all these things even when I wasn't. I guess I understand that as like the intent, but like why did you think what I don't understand the intent, I guess. Like I get the point, but I'm just like I don't know. And then like I said this to her earlier, but he reminds me of like Shane Dawson, like a creepy Shane Dawson. Like just the cadence of how he's talking in the video and like the way that he looks and just kind of like carrying himself like in his conspiracy videos.
2 steps.
Like ugh, it's so I was
It's
freaked
so
out.
Shane Dawson.
It is. It's like when Shane Dawson used to do his conspiracy theory videos and it's like in the dark and it's like
Yeah.
the aliens did it or whatever he says, and it's just like okay, like
He knew we needed another like big pop culture moment, and
he did
decided to
it.
capitalize
He
on it.
created it. I don't know.
But now people are in his comments like Ozempic.
Yeah, which is why it leads into it because people think that's what he did. But I mean, if he's been off the radar, my other thing is, how has no one seen him in 2 years? Like he's a public enough figure that like even like he lost weight, but you know it's him. Like you can tell
Right.
it's him.
Exactly.
How has no one seen him during this transformation? Like out in public, how has no one seen? Like has he been hiding for 2 years? Like I don't know. I just don't know how you go like how you can get away with it so well too.
Right.
And like in the video, he still does a mukbang with like a lot of pasta or like ramen. So I'm just like, so you're gonna go back to I'm just confused.
Me too. It'd be really crazy, I think, if he went back. Like, I'd be like, whoa.
He just like restarted and he just does it every 2 years.
That'd be crazy.
I don't know. It's an insane situation. If you haven't watched it,
Just
trigger warning, it's creepy. But
just watch a TikTok recap if you're not feeling watching the full video.
yeah, that's true.
But if you were really into like the Stephanie Sue, Trisha Paytas, like
yeah, any of the
that
internet
whole
teen.
era, yes, exactly.
Dramageddon. You remember Dramageddon?
Dramageddon. If you were into it, I say watch the video.
Oh yeah, it's very interesting. I don't know. But to me, creeps me out. Good for him that he lost weight, I guess, but also why did you do it in this way? I want to know. I can't. I don't know. Anyway,
yeah.
so that's Nikocado Avocado. Check it out, I guess.
And that's what's
let us know your thoughts. If you thought the video was creepy or not. I don't know.
And if you, what do you think is going to happen next? I'm
Yeah.
perplexed to see.
Because I know something else is coming. Like, I can feel it.
Totally.
He's going to do something else.
New rebrand, something.
Yeah. That'll be crazy.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's what's going on in the world
Yeah.
and our takes on it. So let's pivot to what is going on in our publication here at
Yes.
the Talisman.
Definitely.
First things first. In the past, we published 5 lessons, life lessons that you can learn from BoJack Horseman. I loved this piece. It was so cool, right? Emma Hardesty ate that.
Yes, she did.
I don't know. It was like, you know, we have a queue, and whenever we're editing things, like I'm looking through and I'm just like, wow, like these are some really like hardcore lessons that I think it's not typical that we learn as college students or like see or people are thinking about.
Yeah, or you would expect in like that type of show.
Right.
I know it's like a very well loved show and people like love the content and love everything about it. But like I think people kind of can look past meanings in shows. So it was really nice to like see her takes and what she took away from the show and how you can kind of watch the show differently than you have the first time that you've watched it. So yeah.
No, totally. Great piece.
Yes. Great. If you haven't checked it out, wkutalisman.com. It's a great story. I love to see it. See what you can take away from it, honestly.
Totally. And let us know how you feel in the comments of the actual article.
Yes.
Or if you want to go to our Instagram and see the post there, you can comment there as well.
Yeah.
We can reply to you.
Definitely. We would love to hear your takes. The next thing we have to talk about in our publication this week, our magazine theme for Talisman 17 is coming out. It's our 100th year as a publication, as you have heard us talk about the past 2 episodes. But it's a very exciting year, a very big magazine for us. So the theme is coming out. I'm so excited. We're not going to tell you now. You have to check it out. WKU Talisman on all social media platforms.
Exactly.
And you'll see what our theme is for this magazine. It will come out in late December and we'll also distribute it in early January. But I'm so excited for this magazine.
Get excited people around town. Get excited Greeks. Get excited clubs. Get excited professors.
Yes.
Everybody get excited because there's something for everybody in this edition.
Yes, definitely. The first deadline for our staff is tomorrow. So we're getting our first look at the content. I'm so excited about it. I know it's going to be great. But yes, please check it out. I'm so excited about it. So keep watching for it. It'll be out soon.
Exactly.
Okay. The last thing that we have today, what's going on in our community. So this week or this month is Hispanic Heritage Month. So there's so many events going on in Bowling Green. And our photographers covered the BG Festival that happened this past weekend. They're going to be covering a lot more events. So be on the lookout in our content for all of the coverage and all of the celebration that we're going to do for Hispanic Heritage Month. So, yeah.
Yeah, be on the lookout, especially because I know the International Festival is happening like next weekend.
Yes.
And, Fiesta Val has already happened. And check out our newsletter. Make sure to sign up for that. And at the bottom of our newsletter, we typically have what's happening this weekend and what's going on. And there's totally going to be a lot of things that are Hispanic Heritage Month related on there.
Definitely.
So make sure to sign up for the newsletter and just look around Bowling Green. There's a lot of stuff to celebrate.
Definitely. Okay. Well, this is Tali Takes. I hope you enjoyed all of our takes on all of these different areas. I certainly enjoyed it.
Yes,
we will be back next week with a new episode. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please connect with us at WKU Talisman on all socials and at wkutalisman.com. This was great. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I definitely had a great time and definitely can't wait for next week.
Yes.
More juicy stuff.
Always something going on for us to rant about, I guess.
Totally.
So we will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Bye.